Letting someone touch you means it needs to affect you. Don't let it kill you, but let it touch you. Let sad things make you sad, and let happy things make you happy. Give in to the emotions of things that happen around you and the people that you know. Let the feelings strike you. See, our emotions are needed, and they have to be acknowledged as our intellect. It's important to know how to feel. It's important to know how to respond. It's important to let life in and let it touch you. That's most of us what we need. To have life touch us. And that's exactly what will happen to you when you develop the ability to absorb and respond to all of life has to offer. I've been blessed, thank God, with beautiful children. And at times, as all parents do, I've had issues to discuss with them. I've had concepts or systems or ideas. And we had to discuss them. At times I was touched. My wife was touched. As parents, we are involved in our children's education and growth, and we do become affected. It affected us at times when we felt we had to cry. At times we were happy and we enjoyed it and laughed. You have to be able to feel that. There's nothing wrong with crying. Nothing wrong at all with letting your feelings out and letting other people know that you have been touched. To the contrary, it not only makes you human, it actually makes it so that the people that are working with you, that are dealing with you, that are talking to you, the people that are with you, related or not, understand that there is such a beautiful human being behind those feelings. And it's so important to let these things touch you. Another thing that you need to do is you need to keep a journal. That is so important. I can't tell you how important that is. See, if you're serious about becoming a wealthy, powerful, sophisticated, healthy, influential, cultured, and unique individual, keep a journal. Don't trust your memory. When you listen to something valuable, write it down. When you come across something important, write it down. See, I used to take notes on pieces of paper and torn off corners and backs of envelopes, and I wrote ideas on restaurant placemats if I were out, or long sheets and narrow sheets and little sheets and pieces of paper and thrown in a drawer. And it was just all over the place. And I found out that the best way to organize those ideas is to keep a journal. I've been keeping now journals since many, many years ago. The discipline makes you valuable. And it makes up a valuable part of your life. And the journals are the valuable part of your library. You see, I'm a believer that you should buy blank books. Kids at times find it interesting. You bought a blank book? 26 bucks you bought for that blank book? Why would you pay that? The reason I pay 26 bucks is to challenge myself to find something worth $26 to put in that book. All my journals are private. But if you ever get hold of them, I'm just telling you for a fact, you wouldn't have to look very far to discover that it's worth more than $26. I must admit, if you got a glimpse of my journals, you'd have to say that I'm a serious student, with all due respect. And I say this with as much humility as I can. I'm not just committed to my craft. I'm committed to my life. I'm committed to learning new concepts and skills. I want to see what I can do with the seeds and the soil and the sunshine and the rain. I want to see that. The Bible tells us about it. The world tells us about it. So many people tell us about it. I want to know if I can turn them into building blocks of productive ways to enhance or change my life. Keeping a journal is very important. In fact, I call it one of the 3 treasures to leave behind for your next generation. The first treasure, I believe, is your pictures. You need to take a lot of pictures. My wife is phenomenally successful at that. Bless her heart, she is beautiful when it comes to that. Takes pictures everywhere. When the kids were young, when they were moving, growing up. We've got pictures from every single moment. Don't be lazy in taking pictures. Capture the event. How long does it take to take a picture today? A fraction of a second. How long does it take to Miss the event, a fraction of a second. So don't miss the picture, because when you're gone, that's all the memories will live. That's all that will be left. The pictures. Take pictures as much as you can. And with the advance of technology today, it's on your phone, it's everywhere. Take pictures. The second treasure that I believe you should leave behind for the next generation is your library. This is the library that taught you, that instructed you, that helped you defend your ideas. It helped you develop a philosophy. It helped you become wealthy, powerful, healthy, sophisticated, and unique. It may have helped you conquer some disease for some of us. And fortunately, that's part of our library. It may have helped you conquer poverty. It may have helped you and caused you to walk away from a place which you didn't want to live in anymore. Your library, the books that instructed you, fed your mind and fed your soul, is one of the greatest gifts that you can leave behind. Every book is a stepping stone out of the darkness into the light. When my father, bless his soul, passed away, one of the things that I wanted from my father was a book. And I took one of them. My father had a beautiful library. And my mother, may she live long and be blessed with good years, has the library. But one of those books she gave me. The rest were his books. And many of them I've purchased as a copy to him. So I could learn the way that he lived, the things that he did, the things that he learned, and the way that he accomplished things in his life. The third treasure is your journals. The ideas that you picked up, the information that you meticulously gather. Journal writing is one of the greatest indications that you are serious students of life. Taking pictures is pretty easy. Buying a book at a bookstore, it's also pretty easy. It's a little more challenging, I must admit, to be a student of your own life, your own future, and your own destiny. Take the time to keep notes and keep a journal. You'll be so glad that you did. What a treasure to leave behind when you go. And what a treasure to enjoy today. Things that you'll remember. I've had the good fortune to teach many seminars since '94 and for many years. I've gone around the country and taught seminars and spoken to different people, different crowds, different ages, different backgrounds. It's amazing the opportunity and the blessings that I've had. And I thank God every day. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I would not have been able to do this had I not kept notes. The treasures that I've acquired and the things that I've learned from all these years are buried in these books. They're philosophy books. There's no secrets in there. Just the things that I've learned that were good. The things that I've learned that were exceptionally, successfully, and in a way developed that no other people could do. I've seen that. I've learned it. And I've shared it with others. I'm not any better than you are. To the contrary, many of you are smarter than I am, stronger than I am, richer than I am, or more knowledgeable than I am. But I'll tell you what I have. And I have spent many years of my life to become a student, a good listener. And that information that I learned, I write it down. Makes you a better person. Makes you a better husband. It makes you a better father. It makes you a better brother. It makes you a better son. And as a child with parents, as a parent to children, as a grandparent, thank God today I am a grandparent, as a spouse, as a sibling, you can make that difference. And you can let people be affected by that. Life can touch you and you can touch others. You can do it. There's so many beautiful things for you to do. And so that's what I want to end up with, is a blessing to you and a blessing to me and a blessing to all of us. We should be blessed that God guides us in always being a bright light to others. To be a lamplighter. To light others' paths and show them what to do, but to light your own path so that you know where to go. And with the things that you have, the things that you know, the things that you do, let other people be affected by it in a positive way. And take that information and make sure that it stays as a legacy to others to come after us. I thank you very much, and God bless you, and may you be successful in everything that you do, both in a healthy way from a physical standpoint and a spiritual way. And may God bless all of us to be proud of our actions. Thank you very much.